Hi, good morning. So we are here, we're chilling, we're doing our thing. It's great. Watched Agatha All Along last night, and spoilers if you are watching that. So if you're watching, scroll away if you haven't seen the latest episode. And episode 6 or 7, whichever one just came out. And it was all about tarot. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. So in the video, it's about Lilia. She is the tarot, the intuition, the divination witch. And so she has been calling out tarot cards the entire series or season. And so she talked about her High Priestess, and like Jen is the High Priestess, and Agatha as the Three of Swords, and then Alice as the Knight of Wands. I thought she was saying Nine of Wands, so I'm glad I got to see that it's the Knight of Wands. And then, we find out that the teen is the Magician, and Rio's card obviously is the Death card, and Lilia is the Queen of Cups. Okay, I can see it, because Queen of Cups is, yes, one of the best cards you can get in your tarot reading. But Queen of Cups is also a card about getting to this place where you're able to like actually listen and synthesize your intuition, being able to actually like put all the information together. The High Priestess is the archetype of connection to our intuition, of other ways of knowing, of our unconscious and of spirit and things like that. But the Queen of Cups is like the actual putting it into practice, right? It is the embodied experience of that type of energy. And so I was predicting as we were watching the show, I was like, oh, okay, she's either going to get to a point where she's going to sacrifice herself for everybody else because she understands kind of how all this is working, and she's able to kind of read through what's going on and put it into practice, like do the altruistic, super caring thing. And realize that like other people are able to fill her cup, and so she's able to then care for other people. Real Queen of Cups stuff. And yeah, that's what we saw happen, and I thought it was just a really beautiful episode. People seem to be really sad about it. I didn't think it was sad. I thought it was very empowering, because I was like, her whole life she has been falling, right? She stopped seeing her visions because all she saw was death, and so it was really upsetting to her. And we get into this fixer space, right, of wanting to care for others, wanting to be the person who makes everything better. You see something bad that's going to happen, you're going to intervene and you're going to make sure it doesn't happen. And for her, instead, she was just like, I can't stop it. That was her big thing, was that her whole coven, when she was growing up, ended up dying from a sickness, and she couldn't stop it. And I always think that's so interesting, because it's like, you get these visions, or you have this ability to kind of foretell the future. You can read the patterns and such, and you can't stop that, but you're supposed to have the information in order to be able to respond to it, to be able to maybe protect yourself, protect other people around you, to do what you can, right? But we get into the space of feeling like we can control the outcome if we know what's coming. And it was really interesting where she has this switch between, she said, I was falling, I am falling, and then I will fall. It's this finality of this realization of, I'm not seeing the future in order to predict it and change it. I'm seeing it to know what's going to happen. And it's kind of this acceptance of, this is what is coming. This is how we get there. This is how you protect people and you save people, and you do what you can in the moment. But we also get the Tower card, huge emphasis on the Tower card. I kind of have like a slight obsession with the Tower card, because I just think it's really interesting. Oh, well, you're sitting on my cards. 1 second. So we have the Magician card that is represented by the teen, right? So we see this individual holding this tarot card, or this wand, up to the sky. We have on the table a pentagram, a pentacle, a cup, and we have what is that? Is it a sword? Yeah. And then he's standing at the table. We can't really see both of his legs. We can't see all 4 legs of the table. So we know that it's like not the most stable, not the most secure situation. We see that hand is pointing up and one hand's pointing down with a infinity sign over his head. So like coming to this space of like absolute thought, being able to direct one's will. That is the wand facing up towards the sky, and then being able to utilize that, transmute that energy, and be able to pull it down into the earth and manifest what it is that we desire by using all the elements and our wisdom. So like great potential towards being able to create new things. I'm going to talk about the wands, so I'm excited to get there. Here's the death card, traditional death card. This is Rio's card. And in the traditional death card, what we have is well, this isn't even the traditional death card. This is like a more updated version. I might go pull my other one that's a more traditional version. Oh, here we go, our Queen of Cups. This is the one you'll usually see. And so with the Queen of Cups, we have a woman sitting on her throne. She has her cup in her hand. She has her feet upon the ground. The water is running through them. Her robes are falling into the ground. We have a little cherub on the side. We have some cherubs at the top. She's very comfortable. She's not facing us, but she's very comfortable. She's looking down at her own cup. I always call this kind of my self-care cup, like understanding you have to care for your own heart. We have the High Priestess, which is Jen's card. As you see here, we have the two pillars with a J and a B on it, and these are pillars that can be associated. Some people have said that it is related to this idea of like the pillars of the temple in Judaism, or but also like this idea of one's black, one's white, going within the balance between, you know, as above, so below, a continuation of the Magician card. As you can see, like he has the energy, she has the energy, he's standing up, he's active, she is sitting down, she's more of like, she's already kind of gained the knowledge, gained the wisdom. And you can also see she holds a book in her hand. There we go. She has a book that she's holding. It says T-O-R, I think it's T-O-R-A. So some people are like, if you arrange it, then it could be Torah, Toro, you know. She has the moon at her feet, so she has that wisdom. She has those additional ways of knowing, and we have to go through this moment of getting to know the High Priestess because she guards kind of not guards. I would say she just stands before this this separation between like who we are now, who we are in the physical, who we are in our present state in the real world, and our unconscious self, but also the mystical spiritual self. So she has like also this crown with the orb, and then the kind of horns, very Isis. She's often related to Isis, the goddess. And so Isis is the High Priestess who is able to initiate people into the path of spirituality, into like the secondary life. She initiates Osiris as the king of the undead, all these other things that she has going on. I said the undead as the king of the dead, when Osiris is cut into different, dismembered, and then put back together. And so she is the bringer of life. She goes through that separation. Okay, so I recorded that long video because I was like, I want to get into it. I feel like this will be a good one for my second channel. I don't even know what time it is now. It's 10 o'clock. I have to leave at 11:30. And I need to send my emails, probably go take a break. I also am hungry, so I need to go eat. And let's see. I am also tired. I'm tired. I have been tired. I feel like I'm just always tired. But today, busy day. It is Thursday, which means tarot readings, then restorative yoga, then sound bath, and then end of the day, and then off day tomorrow. So like that's what we're heading into. That's what we're focused on. That's what we're gonna get to. We have our tea. We're gonna send our email about the journaling. We're gonna do our journaling. It's gonna be great. And yeah, that's how our day is gonna go. So I'll take you along with me. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and then we'll get through the rest of the day and we'll get to rest tomorrow. So I'll see y'all in a little bit.